Hey guys, it's David, also known as the Crazy Englishman, bringing you a quick update as to what's going on with Halloween Horror Nights 2015 Hollywood. John Murdy has just released the first codename, and today we're going to have a quick look at all the information he's released. I'll be reading out all the tweets and then giving a few thoughts after the tweets read out. So let's get right into it. So here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Here we go. The first maze codename is post-punk. Pause for dramatic effect. The hint to the theme of this maze can be found in a song title of a band initially associated with the post-punk musical movement. Pause while you Google post-punk. It was a catch-all name for the music that followed the punk rock explosion of the 1970s. The genre included bands that would later be labeled new wave, no wave, new romantic, goth industrial, etc., etc. Now for the hints. Hint 1. One of the key members of the group shares one of my names. I have 4 technically. Hint 2. One of the words in the song title is something that modern technology pretty much has killed. It might go extinct one day. Hint 3. This song is not as obscure as you might think. It was originally released as a single. Those are your 3 hints. And of course, one of the 3 hints could be a red herring, i.e. it's not a true hint, but an evil, carny deception. Mwahaha. John, you're such a troll, but that's why we love you. So, there you go. Those are all the tweets he's released about the first codename, which is post-punk. Obviously, the most obvious thing that comes to mind is sometime after the punk era. The 1970s definitely popped out for me. One of the major films of the 1970s, at least horror-wise, was Halloween. But with Orlando doing it, and we've had it at Hollywood a few years back, it'd be interesting to see if that comes back. I mean, we've had Freddy vs. Jason come back a couple of times, so why not Michael Myers at Hollywood? But that's me wishful thinking. So I'm not really too involved with. I mean, I listen to music obviously, but I can't say that with that genre of punk, I don't really listen to it. So maybe you guys who are more familiar will get some kind of ideas from this. One of the key members of this group shares one of my names. I have 4 technically. It's John Robert Francis Murdy. So start looking for band names with punk that has one of his names. I mean, obviously, if one has Murdy, red flag right there. One of the words in the song title is something that modern technology has pretty much killed. It might go extinct one day. Now, one of the members of on the forums for Horror Night Updates has posted. James Donnelly has posted "Video killed the radio star." Now, he brings up a good point. If it's technology, radio is definitely becoming more obscure. I mean, most times I hear it is via the car. If you're in the car and listening to the radio, that's the only time. It's pretty much absent elsewhere. I mean, most days we have TV and cell phones. I mean, most video definitely is killing radio. So he has a good point. Good job, James. That's a very good point. The song is not obscure as you might think. It was originally released as a single. Now, I'm not really too informed with music. I mean, so I start searching some punk, major punk songs in the 70s or 80s and 90s, because it says post-punk. So and there was an explosion in the 1970s, so it could be following 80s, 90s. One of the other big 80s horror film from definitely Friday the 13th, The Thing. Fingers crossed that coming back one day. That's just me wishful thinking. So yeah, I mean, those are all the hints. John is definitely messing with us, but we're hard at work trying to figure out all the hints. I'll be interested to see what you guys think. Let us know in the comments. And till the next time, this is David, aka the Crazy Englishman, signing off.